Today I'm going to talk about how I work on my videos and how I work on my live streams. Hello guys, mardiman641 here, and thank you guys so much for 6,400 subscribers. And there's literally not that much I can think of, but I will say that I think what I'm going to work on tonight is I'm going to be showing you how I edit my videos, how I record them, how I begin my live streams, how I even record my live streams, and how I edit them, everything all above, anything you want to know behind the scenes of this guy right here. Anyways, let's get right into it, shall we? Now, besides of the very messy work area, I'm gonna show off some things we have here. First off, here's my Nintendo Switch right here, and right here's my capture device, and pretty much, first and foremost, let's just talk about streaming, or at least recording, for a brief moment. As you can see here, here's my computer screen, and right here is my software, and I have 3 windows open. First one, however, is this main screen where the gameplay will show up. As you can see, there's me right there. Hello. And first and foremost, now, depending on what is on there, say, there is an auto detect game, but there's also capture device, but there's some other programs here that will just manually do it. Let's try this for example. Alright, so let's see. Right now, my thing is connected to my Wii U, so I'm gonna quickly go turn this on. As you can see, when it turns on, my capture device should be able to auto look for it. As you can see, there it is. It just popped up, and you can plug this in to here, and I can also plug this in. Here, I'll take this out. See, or I could put this thing right here, so that way, if I could press the power button, I believe it should be able to. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, it changes the screen, but also it also changes the main screen on to the gameplay. And there's certain games on here, well, also actually all the games in here, because at least with some games, I'll be able to use the gamepad, and I'll just look at the gamepad, and I'll just keep my actual computer screen on here. But games let's say, for games like Zelda and other platformer stuff that doesn't have the gameplay on my gamepad, then I have to forcibly change the channel. And you're pretty much seeing me just change the channel like that, and just sends me over here. And here's also my Xbox right here. And the different thing about this, I'm using my white Xbox, and so far there is no HDMI cable. So what I do is man, my voice is getting a little bit rusty. Is this wire right here? It connects. It goes to here. This here is a AVI to HDMI cable, because HDMI is an option, but the problem within doing so, I have to connect these 3 wires, which is a red, blue, and green. I don't have an HDMI for that. If you guys know some sort of advancer that works for these, let me know. But otherwise, I have to use this. And also the thing here, it also goes with its own USB adapter, so I have to plug it into my computer and then capture the device like that. I'm just showing that off. Alright, and but anyways, you get the idea. And there's also a second screen where it just says the full screen, says hello, how's it going? And there's also the third screen, which is my schedule as usual. That's just for streaming. I'll probably edit out a lot of these out, edit out a ton of the unimportant things. And next up I'm going to show off is what I most likely use to record. Sometimes, if I want to record a stream, not only I'll stream it off by, here, I'll zoom in while we're at it. Okay, as you can see, now there's an option here for Twitch, right here. And if I want to record a stream, I mean, usually, once you stream, you can download it off the streaming site. But I'm also having technical difficulties with it, So the best option is to technically click on local recording while you're streaming. And I actually get better results with that, I'm just saying. And another thing I do want to show off is what I use to record is with Miller's Action. This thing is a beast. I love this, and I'm still using this to the very day, and I'll explain a few reasons why. But first and foremost, with this software, basically what we use here, you can set this to game mode, you can set this to full screen mode, or you can also set a certain crop of how you want it. I preferably, sometimes I most likely use this to take certain screenshots. And there's also the HDMI port, which you can use this to connect to your webcam. You can connect your software to it as well, to record your software games as well. Now what I also use, I turn the microphone on. I'll explain what microphone is set at the moment, but right now let's go through some settings. There's also live. But I don't do this anymore because it's buggy, it's broken, I don't use that anymore. And let's just go to the main settings while we're at it, and let's talk about the microphone. Now, alright, so keep in mind, be sure that when I'm actually doing this, I have this red button turned on, which... Alright, so, as you can see, there's this button right here that says record microphone in separate audio track. I highly recommend you turn that on because it actually does help you in the long run, and we'll explain that in a minute. And I guess one thing I will say, and my microphone is set to your recommended microphone. I highly suggest that. And this middle option here, I have it balanced because and so I can easily mix that out. So yeah, I have it balanced, so it makes it a little bit easier. For audio, yes, you can turn both of these on. I highly recommend it too. And that's pretty much all you need to know. But what I'm also gonna do is I'm going to load up ukulele, because I'm gonna be recording a part for ukulele, as I'm also doing this little bit of a documentary-esque type of thing. Now also, I'm gonna zoom out for a brief moment. Now what I also technically do is I put this in the corner, because it makes it a little bit workable. Now also, here's the problem with this. For some reason, here... Alright, first and foremost, I got my headset on, just to let you know that. My microphone right here. Also gotta be sure that it's turned on. You can honestly say how many times I always forget to turn the trigger off, and I forget to turn on later words. But anyways, back to the subject. Alright, so, as you can see when I zoom in here. Now, here's the thing. When I click on this, which normally is supposed to record the in-game, as you can see here, yes, it did captures. Now I'm gonna press F9 to record. Hello. Now, I have no idea why, but for this game, it does, for this game specifically, when I load the file when recording in-game, it just shows a black screen. Why? It's just so weird. It's like very broken. So I usually preferably set this to full screen. And once I'm done recording, I'll crop it during editing, which I'll probably show later on. So, alright, so I'm gonna record an episode of Ukulele, and I'll get to you whenever I get to it. So, yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so we're basically ready to record, guys, so I'm gonna probably go ahead and... I'm setting this up just to let you know how I do it. And, yeah, right here's the game, and right here's my record screen. I have my controller. I've been keep replacing controllers a lot because some of these controllers get used a lot for several days. This controller right here still works, but I switched to this controller because I just got it from the mall with my girlfriend, and this controller, I'm just going to try to get as much use out of it as possibly can. And I do have some older controllers, but they are really dead because button stucking or certain controls not working, but you get the idea. Anyways, let's go ahead and record while we're at it. Hello everyone, this is mardiman641 here, and welcome to my Let's Play of Ukulele. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final few parts of this game. We have 100% of this game up to the point, as you can tell here by the view totals. We have everything here listed right here, and I'm so proud that we get this done. So, we're going to finally face off of our final boss, and I'm not sure how many parts it will take, but we'll figure it out as we go. But we got everything in the game. We got all of the health extenders, all of the energy extenders, all the pages, all the quills, everything in the game. And right here is the final door. I really hope you guys are excited to get this Let's Play all done and over with, because I'm really excited for it, you guys. And, yeah. Alright, guys, so let's go ahead and finish this game once and for all. Okay, so, I finished recording all of my, finish all of the remaining parts I need to do for my ukulele project, so let's go ahead and get to the editing software. Now, before we begin, I'd like to say, as you can see here, this is literally detachable. Now, here's the problem. My Sony, or rather, Movie Studios Pro, is very glitchy, and for some reason, like, this was supposed to be part of this. And like this video preview window was supposed to be part of that, but now it's just no. And for some reason, I accidentally pressed something that just made it disappear. And the only way to get it back is to here. I'm gonna press X for one brief moment, just to show what I need to do. I have to press Control 4. No. Actually, no, not Control 4. Alt 4. That's what I need to do. I need to press Alt 4. And then it will come back up. And so at any moment, like this video preview disappears for some glitchy reason, I'll just press Control Alt 4, and if I press Alt 4 at any point and all of a sudden it does not pop up, then something's wrong, and I feel like this is no longer usable. So yeah, I just want to get that clarified out of the way. All right, so let's go ahead and get our ukulele project. Alright, so I'm opening up the file right now. As you can see, I'm recording my voice through here, as you can tell by this here. But, the major thing, I'm going to open up the folder. And as you can see, there's a lot of my video files in here. Yeah, okay, that one's not important. But we need to scoop up from this file all the way to this file. Now, also, I recorded a lot of footage, and most of it is probably not going to be used, all because most of it is just fail. I failed a lot when trying to get a ton of footage from it, but hopefully not everything is done. Oh wait, no, I'm not going to use that one because that one's being built. Anyways, let's go ahead, and what we're going to do is we're going to drag all of these in here. Actually, it's probably best that I probably just do all one at a time. Because sometimes, like, if I do all at a time, that means my editor will probably load all of them, and will probably take, like, around 30 minutes for it to capture everything. So instead, because I also have some filler footage in here as well, I'm probably going to take my time and work on it. Anywho, so back to the subject. Now also, I'm gonna keep this in mind, guys. Remember earlier that I just also, in the options, where I have record microphone, this button right here that is turned on, that says record microphone in a separate audio track. Keep in mind, I left that on when I was recording all of these. When I put the footage in here, as you can see, it creates one video file, but two audio files. And this is interesting because usually, when you're inputting some video files, it's usually one video file and one audio file. But because I have this enabled, it basically recorded its own file, and when you put it in the software like this, it actually includes both audio files, which I actually really appreciate, because one file, like one of the audio files, is the gameplay, and the other video file, or the other audio file, is the commentary. And the bottom one is the commentary, by the way. So, because of this, I can adjust this so I can hear my commentary a little bit better, and I can adjust this so so that way make it a little bit more balanced. I really like this idea. So if I'm recording something off of this, I recommend having this. This is like Action Milleris. This is something I would highly recommend, because if you have this, then you can easily, in editing, separate the commentary with the game, and I really love that feature. And I know I'm just repeating myself, but who cares? Anyway, so, alright, as you can see, first things first, as you know from this video, here, I'll just zoom in since it's a little bit easier. As you can see, because like I recorded it from a full screen view, it's now showing what's on the full screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this and click on Video Event Effects. And I'm just have to push X because there's none of these effects I don't need right now. So I'm going to press X and it heads up to this screen right here. And what I must do is, here, I'm going to disable this, and then I'm going to quickly zoom in, and then I'm going to input, I'm sorry if I'm repeating, I'm trying, this is unscripted, like none of, like most of the stuff I do is unscripted, and if I was doing something scripted, it would most likely, I would try to make an update video, well, probably not all of it scripted, the list of things I have to say is scripted. But what's 100% scripted is a film. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, as you can see, I'm slowly going to be closely inputting all the tasks, making it all together. As you can see, within making it all close together, now we don't have to deal with some weird, ugly outline. And there we go. Now, alright, so now I'm going to probably input a little bit of editing in and figure it out. Alright, so this part, okay. As you can see, this part right here, we don't need that. Also, one thing I forgot to do is I need to grab my intro. Alright, so let's go grab my intro in here. And we also need to get our enslave, which is in here. Alright, so let's grab our intro right in front of this. And also, first things first, what we're going to do is also just slowly tighten this. Here, I'm going to shrink this so you can easily see the timeline while we're going for it. Now, the moment it fades, like the moment I hear the fading, right here, goes to here. Now, this right here is this auto repel, where every time I press trim to start, it will go to where the previous clip is, and it basically auto corrects it for me. And you can disable it too, so that way, here, I'll undo this really quickly. If I press like trim start, it will start from where it is, and it's helpful in certain cases. And like sometimes, and there's also some cases where, okay, I trim start, yeah, but I wasn't supposed to combine it to this clip. I'm supposed to have it stay still. So I can always undo that, and then disable the option, and then try again. Editing is, editing is not much. I mean, editing is more like a technical S type of thing, but it will take a little bit of getting used to. Anyways, cross effect here. Now, also keep in mind, as you can see, I spaced that away because, like, here, I'll demonstrate this. If it's right here, as you can see, there's already partially a fade effect here. Like, not every footage is going to be lined up perfectly. So you gotta basically try to, so basically, if the full fade-in doesn't happen, well, actually, I don't really need that, because, like, the game already starts off of a fade-in S screen, so what am I doing in my life? Whatever, doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm gonna quickly edit around this footage until I cut to something that I feel like I need to explain, so, yeah, I'll get to you guys whenever I feel like I need to show something. Alright, now in some cases, like Sonic 06, for example, there'll be some really long loading times, and if you're gonna be a really good YouTuber who is really generous for people and do not want to make people wait their patience, it's best for you to edit out those load times. So basically, here's what I'm doing. As you can see, I'm keeping an eye on that save button, on that save thing, and at least backing up till it's out of frame. Then I put the split. I click on split, and then I fast forward to a certain part until I see the sound waves. And then, okay. Do this, and wait till you see a completely black screen, and then I click on auto repel, click on trim start, and as you can see, if I do so, it will completely turn that off. Now also, as you can see here, like when I start when it started fading in, up the elevator. Yeah, as you can tell, there's a little bit of a sound bit because I talked when it was transitioning. I have no idea why I did it, but it just did. So, and because like the audio of the gameplay is separate from the commentary, what I can do is put a split here, and I can right click on that, click on switches, and then click on mute. And as you can see, once you play through, you will not hear my voice play out. So, and most of the time when there's a lot of embarrassing parts when I was recording, and some of the parts are really unacceptable for YouTube or Twitch or anything else. So, most of the time I would try to edit out what I say to be sure that my subscribers don't get really nauseating from my embarrassment. But you get the idea. And I could release a blooper reel, but you know why. Anyways, doesn't matter. I just want to show that off, because why not? Alright, so next I'm going to tell you about how I be able to stream. Now, I'm going to get ready to stream Evoland 2, because I'm also going to record footage of it as well. That was weird. Anyways, first and foremost, as you can see here, I got myself my camera. As you can see, I have it connected, I have it wrapped around from my Mario amiibo, because, this wire right here is easily jiggery. Say I get rid of this, and, say I want to adjust in somewhat, and I let go, well, probably like this. Well, I guess it's not doing that anymore, but you never know. But basically, sometimes, it will go jiggery and doesn't want to stay in one place, so I gotta auto-readjust it manually. So, I use that as some, support with it. And yeah. And, on this screen right here, as you can see here, is the Twitch chat. And, I also had to be extra measure. So, as you can see behind here, although, right now it's hosting someone's stream, shoutouts to, gotta autofocus. LilCM. I mean, it was just a random streamer that, for some reason, my Twitch just randomly auto-hosts. But as you can see, there's also a Twitch chat behind here. And this is just in case, this Twitch chat here malfunctions. And I always have multiple chats by standby in case something goes on. And, when I open, these two menus right here, this is my alert box, so if I hear someone follow, donate, or anything that happens in the stream, it will pop up here. And also, the recent things will be showed up on my actual alert box right here. As you can see here, there's all my followers, and there's a lot more from this goes on too. Shoutouts to these people. And behind here of all of this, I prepared a tweet letting the people on Twitter know that I'm about to stream. So the moment I go live and begin to stream, this is where I always set out the post. So I always get this ready. As you can see, it says, "We are live streaming Evoland 2 100% completion on Twitch right now. Follow me on Twitch to get notified for future streams, along with the link." And when I post that, my Twitter people will be notified that I'm streaming. Now, alright, now back to this screen. I'm going to have to press this button on my keyboard, which brings up the taskbar below. And I'm going to open this up. So, this is my, of course, my XSplit. This is my default screen, which is my streaming schedule, as you can see here. And I have multiple channels, one of which is this one, which basically what it does, a little bit of split screen view. There's me right there. and on the right is what's on my computer screen. Well, now, it's also different every time, because I'll always put a different screen on here. As you can see, it's also reviewing the Twitch chat, because that's its default, and it's also probably the only window that is up at the moment. But then we had the screen 2, it's just myself alone, which I frequently use a lot. Also above it is the follower goal, and below that, although no one's typing the Twitch chat, this is my Twitch chat. Here, let me go ahead and demonstrate by typing in test in the chat box really quickly. So, like, where's my mouse? Where is my mouse? There it is. I'm gonna type in test. As you can see, it pops up here, and when you get over here, it's right there. So, anytime like someone types in the chat, it will also appear on the screen, and I'll also be able to see it. Now, sometimes in certain games, I'll be able to look at this screen, while sometimes I'll be looking on this screen over here. Literally depends on what the game is and what is on my screen, because I always have a chat on this thing also just in case. Lastly, when we head towards this one screen, this is the main gameplay screen. Now, of course, as you can tell, the main gameplay is not even on here, but I'm gonna click on the Evoland folder, and then I'm gonna quickly go back out. As you can see, now it's on the screen. There's followers, by the way, and there's my cup, and right here still the chat, right here followers. Now, well, the main thing I'm gonna be doing is, how do I go live? So, I always go to Outbox. You can see, now also I'm gonna do local recording, but I'll do that in a minute. I have to click on this icon, and then on the main screen, this window will pop up, and it will determine a target server, aka the nearby server that has the best possible connection. Right here is my possible connection, US Central, Dallas, Texas. That's pretty much the closest I can ever get, and that's what I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna turn that on yet, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the main screen, and then I'm gonna begin. And I'm gonna get ready to stream right now and prepare to say hi to my viewers, I guess, who are just gonna be showing up in the stream while we're at it. Okay, so it will auto-detect the closest connection. Sometimes it'll be Houston, Texas, sometimes it'll be Dallas. I always pick the top option since it has the most recommended connection. Now, because like this thing just turned red, it means we are live right now. My left arm charting. And while we're at it, I'm gonna get some stuff ready. Most importantly, be sure that you have a shirt on, because you don't want to show your abs on Twitch. Most of the time when I'm actually doing regular recordings, I don't wear any clothes, because sometimes clothing gets hot, and sometimes it won't work the way you want it to. And also, but most importantly, if you're streaming, I highly recommend wearing these, because you do not want to get in trouble from Twitch, just in case you want to know about it. Anyway, so now we are live. As you can see, now it says no longer hosting, which means like the program that's currently hosting is no longer active. And what I'm gonna be doing next is I'm gonna quickly post my tweet. Now the tweet is posted. Also gotta close these. Yeah, I've been subscribed to that person, because why not? There we go. Now all of this is set up. Now also, one last thing. I always have my notes right here. I would recommend having this up, because if you're going to be writing down a lot of notes, that's really recommended. I'm gonna turn that on like that. I mean, like, I probably won't see the alert, but who cares? Here, I'll put that down here where I can see my whole list. That works a ton better. And what we're gonna do next is we're going to quickly change to the screen and say hello. Alright, so first off, hello guys, mardiman641 here. Oh, crap, I also forgot. Do not forget to turn the microphone on. There we go. Alright, hello guys. Hello everyone, mardiman641 here. I'm recording, by the way, so for a video that I'll be doing for my 6,400 subscribers, so yeah, hello guys. And we're gonna be playing some Evoland 2 today, and hopefully we will get this started off, so yeah. Now, first things first, first off, I'm gonna show this on camera. Now, I'm also gonna record this game, so what I'm basically doing is I'm basically gonna go to the outputs and click on local recording, and once I do that, now it should be recording. But yeah, that's basically what I used with my editing software, with my streaming software for both YouTube and Twitch. I hope this video helped you out so you can grow up to be a content creator like me. And if you like this video, feel free to drop a like, give me a sub so we can add more to the 64,000. And hopefully we will hit hopefully we'll reach 10,000 as our next goal so I can get the silver play button. And once again, if you like this video, be sure to follow my social media pages, my Twitch, my Twitter, and my Discord server. All links are in the description below. And I'd like to say thank you all for watching, and once again, thank you so much for the support. And I will see you guys on whatever I do next. Be sure to ring the notification bell so you can get notified on what I upload. mardiman641 signing out.